Here at Kenilworth Road then with interim manager Mick Harford after a 4-0 victory over Peterborough. What a performance, what a result, and what a way to cap your first win back in charge again.
Yeah, I thought, all credit to the players. The players have been absolutely different class in terms of the way they've trained, the way they've gone about things, the way they've acted since we lost our manager. They've been totally and thoroughly professional, and I'd take my hat off to them. The 3 games I've been in charge, I couldn't be prouder of them. Each and every one of them, the lads who haven't been involved, have been supportive. So overall, I'd just like to give my thanks to the players for the way they've worked, the way they've gone about their business in the last, 7 to 10 days, I think. I'm not sure. Been a bit of a whirlwind, but no, we're delighted with the performance today. Obviously, the win, the clean sheet. People say, would the sending off have a bearing on it? I thought we were in total control in terms of football-wise. A little bit sloppy at times in the first half with the passing, but overall a real thoroughly good performance.
I mean, you were 1-0 up before the sending off, and there'd been chances before that goal as well. It was a really bright start from the Hatters.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's in the team for that one of those reasons. Obviously, he's a right back, but he ends up in the final third, and he puts in great deliveries. And we look to get the ball wide in those areas because our full-backs are very attack-minded, very technical, and they deliver great balls into the danger area. And we played Luke as a 10. We were asking Luke to get in the box from his number 10 position, and Colo, he makes good runs, Colo, and if the ball's right, he'll get on the end of things. And
he did twice in that first half, both from Jack. I mean, good finishes, but what movement it was, and the ball out to Jack for the second one particularly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Shins has been great whilst I've been in the hot seat. In possession, he's tremendous. He's very creative, and he keeps the ball for us. He gives other people time to get into position whilst he's in possession. So Shins has been great, and he's a real asset for us.
You've mentioned the red card and the sending off. Obviously, it does have an effect when a team's reduced to 10 men. But your thoughts on the challenge and the decision? The assistant referee seemed to have a big say in it.
Well, that's what I just said to the other guys. I was over there. And probably the closest one was the linesman, or whatever you want to call him. He's given the decision. I honestly cannot say whether it was a red card or not. I haven't looked back on the tape, but so I'm just guided by what the officials did. And if you get a man sent off, it does give you a leg up. So I think we need to get a victory, you know.
Certainly took full advantage, 2-0 at the break, and doubled the scoreline in the second half. James Collins with his hat-trick, the second of the season for him, and lovely through ball once again, the assist this time from Kazenga Lualua.
Yeah, Kaz is dangerous. He's dangerous playing. He's not a centre forward, but as you know, we're short of bodies at the moment in terms of in the striker department, and Kaz has filled in there for the last 2 games and done really well. And he's a talented boy. He's a danger. He's a threat when he's in possession, and he can come up with those bits of magic.
And James, with his hat-trick, had a chance for a fourth as well, didn't he? The final shot going just over the bar.
He was clean through down the left-hand channel. And he blazed it over the bar. He's happy to get 3. I think, you know, he loves scoring goals. James, he loves being in the box, and that's what he is. He's a goal scorer. You know, that's why we brought him to the football club, and I'm thrilled for him and I'm thrilled for all the lads. You know, they do put shifts in. They do have a go and that. You know, and they were different. They've been different gravy for me, you know.
And it's interesting, that's his 3rd hat-trick now for Luton. I believe all 3 games are without Danny Hilton alongside him.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. You know, we lost Danny for 4 games. Danny's a big miss. He'll come back into the squad in a couple of weeks. But he stepped up to the mark, Colo, and that is he's seen the opportunity that Danny's not in there, and he wants to go on and score goals, and that, you know, that's credit to him. It's credit to all of the lads who play in the team. I'm not singling James out, or he's not scoring goals because Danny Hilton's not in the team. There's absolutely no credence to that, you know. It's just a coincidence, I guess. But he's on fire at the moment in terms of scoring goals, and he's working his socks off.
Certainly is. And another player that worked his socks off, Luke Berry, was rewarded with his first goal coming back after injury, and what a finish that was as well. Delightful turn into the box.
He's a class act, Luke. When he's still not, we don't believe he's still not back to what he was, but the lad's tried to get himself back fit, and he's so close to it, and he played magnificently today. In the few last games he's played, he played the last 3 games started, and he's been great. And that, you know, we thought with Elliott not playing today, we thought he could be in a number 10 position and break into the box and get in the dangerous areas, because that's what he does. He's a real threat when the ball's out in wide areas. So we just asked him to get in the box, and I thought he was excellent today in terms of his effort and commitment, and his goal was sublime.
You mentioned Elliott being out there. Hopefully not for too long. You had to bring in Alan McCormack today to replace Elliott in the 11 to begin.
Yeah, Elliott just felt a bit stiff in his calf or hamstring, and we just didn't want to risk him. But he's fine, Elliott. We didn't want to risk him today, and thankfully the lads who stepped in and the squadders, and that's why we have a squad like that, have gone on and got a great victory.
You said to us on Tuesday that you'd got a signing that you were hoping to get over the line for the weekend, and I assume that was George Moncur,
yes,
joined the club yesterday. Yeah,
George, you see his talent there in little glimpses and that, you know, in and around the penalty area, the final third, his cleverness in possession, and I mean, the kid's devastated. He didn't score. I was right behind it. I thought he was going to hit it a bit early. He took another touch, and the lad made a great clearance off the line. But he'll create a lot of problems for opposition teams playing as a 10 or in the midfield, because of his creativity and his cleverness.
I mean, he certainly looked to be a very attacking midfielder, and that chance, I mean, it created itself, but then he had to work to get the space, didn't he? And fired a shot away.
Oh, he's clever. He's a clever player. He moves the ball. He puts defenders on the wrong foot, and he shifts it side to side and gets his shots away. No, he's a clever player, and we try and recruit players who'll fit into the way we want to play in terms of possession and ability and cleverness in the final third, and I'm just hoping that George will fit into that way. And I'm sure he will.
And you're also able to give a debut to George Thorne as well, signed on loan.
Yeah, George is a holding midfield player. He went in there, you can see his ability in possession, he's switching play and spreading the play around and that, you know. So we got some minutes into him. We got a game behind closed doors this week, so we'll get minutes into the lads who haven't had a game and get ready for Southend.
You've obviously mentioned you're light on numbers up front, a week until Southend.
Yeah.
Anybody likely to be joining the squad either temporarily or permanently to help you out for the remainder?
We keep looking. We are a progressive club, and we are short up top, and we will be looking and seeing where we are in the market before the window closes. Definitely, yeah. But we're not close to anything at the moment.
Thanks very much, Mick.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks, sir.
Pleasure.
This one's how pleasing it is to beat a top 7 side. So I think that's the first time you've actually taken one on and to beat them this season. There's a lot of confidence going forward now.
Well, we said to the players, if you want to finish top of the league, you have to beat the teams at the top of the league, and so we paid Peterborough, and then we've got Portsmouth coming up, and if you want to get above them, they're the teams you want to play to beat them. So yeah, overall I thought they're a decent outfit, Peterborough. You know, they've got a lot of maverick players who can turn games in a second. You know, with Tony and Tomlin and Madison and Dembele. I mean, they're a real attacking threat, and I think we quelled that threat, and we went on and won the game comfortably. So it's nice to be. I didn't know that.
The results elsewhere have gone as well. I mean, Portsmouth have lost, Sunderland have drawn, so it's an excellent day, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is concentrate on what we can do, and that if we keep winning games, then that's all we can do. You know, it helps if they don't win or they get beat, whatever. So overall it's a good day. It's a good day for the club, yeah. Absolutely.